bila?
Balik 16 hari bulan.
16. So you balik 16 isolasi sampai?
25. 25 bebas.
25. Bebas pun nak gimana?
Tak ada dalam bilik doktor.
Ha?
Tak ada lah duduk dalam bilik je. Sakit otak.
Sekarang ni duduk dalam bilik, lepas tu makanan dia hantar ke bilik ke?
Tak. Kena ambil kat bawah.
Tapi aku kena bayar sendiri kan?
Kena bayar sendiri lah.
Kan? Berapa orang semua? Tak ramai dah kan tinggal?
Sekarang ni yang tinggal, sekarang ni ramai lah tengah isolasi dia doktor. Sebab daripada semua dah balik.
Semua balik ke? Bukan dia buat banyak batch ke?
Kecuali Johor dengan Melaka, diorang tangguh.
Sebab my student tak balik lagi, dia kena balik hujung bulan 5 ni. Yang student final year saya. Sebab dia, awak hari tu balik dengan bas kan? Bas UMT. Ni yang batch balik, parents datang ambil.
Tapi yang naik ngabas pun kena tangguh ni.
Kan? Ada yang kena tangguh kan? So you are the lucky one lah, terlepas first batch.
Betul.
Awak ni consider first batch.
Betul, terlepas.
Alright, so jangan pula terlepas kat sini sebab kalau you tahu kan yang Uniza pun dah lockdown. Banyak kes lah sekarang ni. So you have to take care. Alright, okay. So apart from ni boy kan, Daniel Hakim ni. The rest ada lagi yang lain? Dalam TM ada berapa orang yang ada kat hostel?
2 orang je. Lagi seorang tu Najib Sobri.
Dia balik dah juga?
Dah balik lah.
Dah balik juga.
Dia tak balik. Dia memang duduk sini je, tak raya kat rumah. Raya kat U.
Tu memang pelajar contoh. Beraya dekat UMT je.
Dia JPKK punya YDP doktor. Mana boleh balik.
Alright. Okay. So, I assume raya tak raya apa everything semua tu we are now in week A. Okay, everyone, we are now in week A and you just enjoy dah juga your mid semester break. Okay, your mid semester break. And so now we are almost half of the semester lah, dah habis half of the semester. And I assume all of you have viewed all the videos for chapter 3 ni. If I'm not mistaken, this is our first Google Meet class untuk chapter 3 Laplace transform. And I think this is also going to be the last Google Meet class for Laplace transform. Okay? Because kita dah tak banyak dah we are going to discuss. For today, we are going to discuss on this subtopic, which is differentiation and integration of Laplace transforms. Okay. Kalau sebelum ni, our asynchronous class for this week, we are focusing on the inverse of Laplace transform. Saya ada ask you to do the classwork submission. I hope all of you have submitted. Okay, despite saya terlupa nak buka submission, dah petang dah baru perasan. Okay, saya tak check lagi latest hari ni berapa orang yang dah submit. Okay, but by submitting that, I assume all of you know already how to find the inverse transform for each of the function given. Okay, so untuk today, we are going to discuss another important subtopic, differentiation and integration of transforms. Basically, differentiation ni lah yang lagi penting compared to integration. Okay. And kalau you notice juga dalam subtopik kita for chapter 3 ni, after this we just only left with one more subtopic, which is solving the initial value problem. As I said before, okay, bila saya introduce Laplace transform, kenapa kita perlu belajar Laplace transform class? Anybody remember or understand what is the function of this Laplace transform? Ada siapa-siapa nak share tak? Kenapa kita after chapter 2, why we learn Laplace transform? Anybody? Ya. Siapa-siapa? Anybody? Kenapa kita perlu belajar Laplace transform ni? Jangan cakap sebab ada dalam syllabus. Okay, how does it relate with chapter yang sebelum ni yang kita dah belajar?
Makes it easier to solve all this.
Yes, Zahira. Okay, so make it easier for us to solve ODEs. Okay, ODE, ordinary differential equation. Yes, correct. Okay, so using Laplace transform, it is another solution or another method for us to solve the ODEs, and you will find it is a little bit easier, okay, compared to the method that we have discussed in chapter 2. Okay, so last subtopic untuk chapter 3 ni sebenarnya kita akan belajar macam mana nak guna Laplace transform in order to solve the ODEs. So, part of the step dalam you nak solve the ODEs using Laplace transform ni, this is another things that you need to know sebelum kita masuk belajar macam mana cara nak guna Laplace transform untuk solve ODEs. Okay. Sebelum ni, inverse of Laplace transform pun penting. You need to know as well. That will be the last step bila you nak solve ODE using Laplace transform. Sebelum using inverse, you need to know also how, differentiation of Laplace transform. We are going to frequently use this formula in order for us to solve ODEs using Laplace transform. Okay, so Laplace transform of derivatives. Okay, bukan sahaja FT sahaja ada dia punya Laplace transform. Okay, where that FT, okay, you may find is Laplace transform. There are two methods that we have discussed so far. Sama ada you nak integrate using the conventional method, darabnya E negative ST DT. FT ni, apa baru masuk ni? Fatima Ahzab. Okay, ataupun you just directly refer to the table yang saya dah bagi kat you. FT sekian, so in S domain or in Laplace domain sekian dia punya transform. But not only FT, ordinary function, but we do have the derivative function also. You may find its Laplace transform, or the integration of FT also you may find its Laplace transform. Okay, so we go first for Laplace transform of derivatives. Okay, so by definition, kita ada dia punya equation, the definition of Laplace, derivative of Laplace transform. So the Laplace transform of f prime, maknanya f prime ni dalam T domain ya. F prime T maksudnya is equals to S. Okay, S ni adalah S domain in Laplace. Okay, S darab dengan Laplace of the function f minus if f0. Apa maksud f0 ni? Maksudnya f of t at f0 ni maknanya when ft when t equals to 0. When t equals to 0. ft when t equals to 0. So makna kata value yang ni adalah a constant. It should be a value. Okay, sebab dia sepatutnya ada value lah. At t equals to 0, masukkan value tu, then you will find out what is the value. But for this one, maybe it will be in a function lah. Okay, not only f prime, we do also the transform for the f double prime. Okay, for f double prime, dia punya definition is transform is S square Laplace of f minus with S of f0. Macam ni juga, cuma this time dia darab dengan S and then minus with f prime 0. Apa maksud f prime 0 ni pun? It will return you a constant value where you find f prime t and you put in the value t equals to 0 inside this f prime t, then you get a value, a constant value, whatever value lah, kosong ke, negatif 5 ke, 5 ke, whatsoever. Alright, so maybe kalau saya jadi you all pun saya macam blur-blur lagi tengok equation saja kan. So now to explain further about this, let's have a look at the example that I have here. Okay, ft. Okay, bila kita perlu guna the Laplace transform of the derivative ni. Okay, have a look here. Example 6 here. Soalan ni dah bagi tahu siap-siap. Using 2, which 2? Maksudnya equation 2 ni, using equation 2, find the Laplace transform of ft t sin omega t. T sin omega t. Okay, so if you have a look at the function here in t domain, t sin omega t. Can we check from the table, do we have t sin omega t? Can we directly find its Laplace transform Fs of Lt sine omega t. Okay, I don't think so. You are not able to find it directly from the table. Okay, bila datangnya case macam ni, bila you unable to find direct transform daripada table tu, tahu tak table mana ni? Laplace transform table mana? Keluar tunjuk juga. Ni Laplace transform table. We don't have. Okay, maybe apa yang saya tunjuk kat sini tak complete. You may check dekat Google Classroom ni, saya attach the complete table. Okay, T sin omega T is the one that we want to find its Laplace here. So we do not have such a function like that in the table where you can directly find its inverse. Its transform. Okay, shall we say Laplace of T sin omega T is equals to Laplace of T darab dengan Laplace of sin omega T? Salah. Yang ni haram Never. Okay, there's no such thing like this. You can't come out, okay, Laplace of T sin omega T senang je. Kita cari Laplace of T, which is 1 over S square. Darablah dengan Laplace of sin omega T. No. This is wrong. Okay, kalau Laplace of T plus with sin omega T, yes, you boleh buat macam tu. It's equals to Laplace of T plus with Laplace of sin omega T. You boleh tambahkan je lah, which is 1 over S square tambah dengan omega over S square plus omega square. That's valid. But for T times with sin omega T, nahi orang kata kan, tak boleh. Alright, there's no such rule saying that you can just multiply. Okay. Okay, so in that case, you may need the equation that we just discussed tadi untuk tolong kita find the Laplace transform of Ft sin omega t. So dalam soalan ni dia dah bagi tahu dekat you directly using equation 2. Okay, using equation 2. Kita dah ada part of the solution here tapi dia tak detail. So untuk explain, better for me to start all over again here. Okay, so kita ada Ft equals to T sin omega T. So the question has said tadi dia suruh you guna second equation which is L of F prime T. Laplace of F prime T. Can you give me the equation class? Ada nota tak dengan you? Is equals to apa tadi? L of F double prime T is equals to apa? Can anyone? Petang-petang ni mengantuk makan kuih raya banyak. Okay, bagi sikit equation. Saya tak nak open the slide, next slide. Slide tadi. Equation 2 tu. Cuba baca kat saya. Do you have notes with you, class?
S square.
S square. Siapa tu?
Laplace.
Amir. S square Laplace of
F.
F. Okay.
Tolak S.
Okay.
Tolak
F.
S.
Tolak S. Yes.
F kosong.
F0. Then
F0. Tolak F prime 0.
Yes, thank you Amil. Correct. Okay. So, nampak kat sini. So, all you need to find now is kita perlu tahu what is our F0. Sebab F0 nanti kita akan masukkan ke dalam equation ni. So, what is our F0 class? F0, how do we define? Kita gantikan T equals to 0 ke dalam T sin omega T ni je lah. So, T sin omega T, T ganti dengan kosong, definitely F0 will be equals to apa? Saya tanya, saya jawab. Equals to?
0.
0. Yes, okay. And then to find F prime 0. So to find F prime 0, you have to find Ft first. F prime T first. So what is F prime T? Careful with the F prime T, where we have the function T sin omega T. So how many function do we have there to differentiate? Kita ada berapa function untuk differentiate tu? T sin omega T. So how many function kita ada? Ada berapa? T sin omega T. Satu, are you sure? Tengok betul-betul.
Dua.
Right? Yes, kita ada 2. Which is the first one is apa? Satu. First function is?
T.
T. Second function is sine
Sin
omega
omega t.
T. Correct. So meaning that first kita differentiate dulu T. Differentiate T with respect to T. You akan dapat 1. So kita dah have sine omega T. And then second time kita differentiate sine omega T. So kita dah T dulu. T sine omega T differentiate. You dapat omega cos omega T. Am I right? Okay, omega T, omega cos omega T. Kenapa dapat omega ni? W ni omega ya. Okay, because remember when we differentiate the sign omega ni is a constant. So you differentiate, you get omega outside lah. Okay, so class F0. What do you get for F0 then? F prime 0. Okay, F prime 0 juga kat sini. First term masukkan sin 0 is 0. T ada kat depan tu congok ni. So of course the function will become 0 as well. Okay, so daripada sini maknanya kita ada square of L of T sin omega T. Our FT is T sin omega T. Minus with SF0. This thing 0, yang ni pun kosong, so nothing to minus lah. Just minus 0 kat sini. Okay, so how we are going to solve the problem sekarang ni? Look carefully. Okay. Kalau daripada sini ya kelas, daripada sini, cuba cari what is F prime double prime T. What is our F double prime T? Sin omega T differentiate, you will get what? Positive ke negative differentiate sign?
Negative.
Differentiate sign positif ke negatif? Tadi kita dah differentiate sign, kita dapat positif kan? Okay, differentiate sign is positive. So we
Positive.
have, yes, omega cos omega T, right? And then the second term here, again, how many function do we have here? T omega cos omega T. 2 ke 3 sekarang kita ada?
3.
3? Are you sure? Omega ni, is it a function?
Oh no. Constant.
2. Omega ni is only a constant, right? Okay, so plus with first function is omega T differentiate omega T, you get omega cos omega T. And second function, kita differentiate cos. Differentiate cos dapat positif ke negatif kelas? Differentiate cos, positive ke
Negative
negative?
sign.
Negative sign, correct. So you gonna have omega ni, jangan lupa, kita akan differentiate one more time. So you have here minus omega square T sin omega T. Am I right? Okay. So daripada sini maknanya kita ada jawapan untuk F double prime T kita adalah 2 omega cos omega T minus omega square T sin omega T. Okay. Okay, then class, daripada sini, okay, saya akan gantikan LF double prime T kita ke dalam function ni. Okay, LF double prime T kita adalah 2 omega cos omega T minus with omega square T sin omega T equals to S square Laplace of T sin omega T. Dia ada sedikit permainan kat sini. Wake up everyone. I want you to see how does it play a trick here. Okay, make sure everybody understand how to play a trick here in order for you to solve the problem. Okay, so kat sini nak pakai warna apa ni? Merah balik lah. Okay, so this is Laplace of the whole thing here. So you may separate one by one macam kita buat tadi. Omega ni is only a constant, right? So you may bring it out. No need to find its Laplace. So 2 omega Laplace of cos omega T minus with omega square ni pun is only a constant. So you can bring it out. Omega square T sin omega T. And then here we have S square Laplace of T sin omega T. Okay, class, kalau you tengok, we do have a common term here. Can you tell me what is a common term between left and right hand side kat sini? What are the common term between left and right hand side?
Sin omega.
Sin, apa dia? Laplace of?
T sin omega T.
T
Yes,
sin omega T.
Laplace of T
T
sin
sin
omega
omega T.
T. Correct. Okay, so maknanya kat sini kita boleh kumpulkan dia sekali on one side. Okay, kat sini saya pindah, saya rasa you all boleh faham. Apa ni? S square Laplace of T sin omega T tambah. Bila pergi ke sana, lepas tu saya alih tempat. You faham kot? Okay, omega square Laplace of T sin omega T now is equals to 2 omega Laplace of cos omega T. So sekarang ni maksudnya kita ada Laplace of T sin omega T is, okay, faktorkan you akan dapat S square plus with omega square. Okay, 2 omega Laplace of cos omega T. Boleh tak kita cari guna table, kelas? Is it available in the table? Laplace of cos omega T? Cuba cari sekejap.
Boleh.
Boleh. Apa dia punya tu? Dia punya Laplace of cos omega T. Equals to apa? Cari jap. Sama dengan, okay, kalau dalam table apa?
S.
S. Ya ke S? S ke omega? S
S over S square plus omega square.
Yes. S over S square plus omega square. Okay. So maknanya kat sini, nampak dah ke jawapan dia macam mana nanti? Okay. So maknanya yang ni, dia adalah sama dengan 2 omega S over S square plus omega square. Okay. Kita nak cari Laplace of apa? Kita nak cari Laplace of T sin omega T. So here we are. Kita akan dapat 2 omega S over S square plus omega square darab dengan over S square plus with omega square. Ataupun dia sama dengan 2 omega S over S square plus with omega square everything square. Faham tak? Sama tak dengan jawapan yang kat sebelah ni? Yes. Sama kan? Okay. Faham tak permainan dia, kelas? Dia punya trick tu. Okay. We are differentiate, then we get the same term. Okay. We are looking for the Laplace of T sin omega T. So, you see, we play around, then we are able to get T sin omega T on one side. Then you manipulate on your right hand side. Then you get the answer 2 omega S over S square plus with omega square, everything square. Get it or not? Boleh faham Okay. Okay. Now, the thing is, dia punya rules ni, kita have F prime. Kita tahu soalan kita sin. Okay. Kita tahu one time kita differentiate, sin kita akan dapat cos. Second time you akan dapat sin balik. Okay. Fourth time, third time you akan dapat cos. Fourth time you akan dapat sin balik. So there must be connection that you can relate and find work out, and then you can get the answer. Maknanya dalam soalan tu ada jawapannya. Okay. So hopefully everyone can see the pattern or the trick on how to solve this kind of questions. Okay. Alright. Now we have example 7. Okay. In this example 7, sebenarnya kalau kita tengok tadi, cos omega T ni kita boleh je guna table kan? Okay, we can just write using the table to find its Laplace transform. Tapi example ni nak suruh juga you guna equation 1 or equation 2 to show that cos omega T is equals to S over S square plus with omega square. Okay. Basically this is for a practice sebenarnya. Sebab nak you mahir menggunakan first definition or second definition because later dalam next subtopic we are going to frequently use equation 1 or equation 2 in order to find the solution for yt. For yt. Alright? Okay, so now let's try, okay, tanpa menggunakan table, okay, to show that, okay, Laplace of cos omega t is equals to s over s square plus with omega square. Okay, so here Laplace of cos omega t, ni kita nak buktikan s over s square plus with omega square. Alright, so kita try guna dua-dua. Nanti you all find out which one is easier for us to find untuk guna nombor satu ke nombor dua. Alright, so let's try using the first equation where the first equation is Laplace of f prime. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the formula dia? S of Laplace of f prime is equals to S darab dengan apa? S square ke S?
S.
S.
Laplace
S Laplace of
F
F
F
uh,
minus
S of Laplace of F minus with F
F0.
F0. Alright, thank you. Okay, so now maknanya kita kena cari dulu. Okay, we have cos omega. Maknanya kita punya Ft is cos omega t. Alright. And then our F0 sama dengan apa? Gantikan t equals to 0 dalam F dalam cos omega t dapat berapa? Cos omega t, t0. Cos 0 sama dengan?
1.
Yes,
Two.
cos 0 is equals to 1. Okay, alang-alang cuba cari F prime t. F prime t sama dengan berapa? Differentiate cos omega t. Okay, differentiate cos omega t, you akan dapat apa?
Sin.
Sin positif ke negatif? Positif ke
Positif.
negatif cos? Cos positif ke negatif?
Negative sign.
Yes, negative sin omega t, right? Negative sin omega t, tapi remember you need to differentiate also whatever here. So omega t differentiate respect to t, you get negative omega sin omega t. Okay, so here kita akan dapat kat sini Laplace of negative omega sin omega t minus with equals to SL of Laplace of cos omega t. Okay, cos omega t minus with F0 is equals to 1. Minus 1. Okay. So daripada sini, okay. So daripada sini Laplace of cos omega t is the one that we are looking for, ataupun you tak perlu cari pun tak apa. Okay. So ni adalah negative omega Laplace of sin omega t equals to S of Laplace cos omega t minus 1. Ni yang kita nak cari. Okay. So kalau you nampak kat sini kelas, okay, kita tak dapat pun balik sama macam pattern yang kita dah discuss sebelum ni. Okay. Where we differentiate, we get back the same. So it seems that now, kalau nak guna F prime ni tak berapa appropriate sebab sin omega t won't solve our problem. Kan? Okay. Unless kalau kita memang refer to the table, kita tahu, okay, kita tahu sin omega t, dia punya Laplace transform for sin omega t ni adalah omega over S square plus with omega square. Ni yang memang kita ada dalam table. Okay, maknanya kalau basically soalan ni maknanya conclusion dia, you need to use equation 2 juga in order to solve the problem. Guna equation 1, you tak boleh lari, you still have to look at the table to find Laplace of sin omega t because there's no way that you can combine macam kita buat tadi. Okay. So daripada sini, maknanya yang ni negative omega, darab dengan omega, you're gonna have negative omega square, s square plus with omega square here. Okay. And then plus with 1. Okay, so you have here S darab dengan Laplace of cos omega t. Maknanya yang part ni you still need to refer to the table. Okay, you need to refer to the table. So daripada sini you akan dapat apa? Okay, you gonna have negative omega square tambah dengan S square tambah omega square over S square tambah omega square. Okay, and Laplace of cos omega t ni maknanya everything ni you darab dengan 1 over S. Yang ni cancel. So you have S over S square plus with omega square. So samalah dengan yang ni. But I would say maknanya guna equation 1 is not completely without using table. Because for sin omega t, you still need to use the table in order to find dia punya transform. Okay. Saya rasa hopefully you all boleh faham. Now let's try. Kalau guna equation 2 macam mana? Is it gonna be, adakah ini equation 2 kita tak perlu guna langsung table ke tak? Let's find out. Okay. Okay. So now let's guna equation 2. Ni. Okay, kalau kita guna equation 2, saya guna biru pula sekarang. Can someone tell me, okay, Laplace of f prime, double prime is equals to apa? Okay, Laplace of f double prime sama dengan apa? Class, come on. Laplace of f double prime. Tengok dalam table.
S power 2
S power of 2.
Laplace F
Laplace of f, okay.
minus SF
Minus SF
0
0 minus with
F
F prime
F
0.
prime
Betul tak?
0.
Okay, so kita ada semua ke? Kita ada F0, yes. F prime 0 je tak ada lagi. F prime 0 kita sama dengan berapa? F prime t kita adalah negatif omega sin omega t. So, F prime 0 kita akan dapat masukkan t sama dengan 0 ke dalam negatif omega sin 0. So, definitely we get 0. And one more thing, you need to find F double prime t. Okay, differentiate negative omega sin omega t. What you will get? Positive ke negative? Okay, negative. Negative apa? Omega square. Differentiate sin, you will get cos omega t. Okay, so hopefully everybody got it. Negative omega square cos omega t. So daripada sini, kita, what do we have here? Okay, we have Laplace of f double prime t. So Laplace of negative omega square cos omega t is equals to s square Laplace of cos omega t minus with s f0 is 1 this time, minus with f prime 0 is 0. So as you can see here, we're going to have minus omega square Laplace of cos omega t equals to s square Laplace of cos omega t minus s. Nampak tak? Saya rasa sekarang ni semua orang boleh dapatkan jawapan ni, betul tak? Okay, saya pusing ke sana. So we have S is equals to S square Laplace of cos omega t plus with omega square Laplace of cos omega t. So kita factor out. Okay, daripada sini kita dapat Laplace of cos omega t ni sama dengan S square tambah dengan omega square. Okay, so daripada situ kita dapat Laplace of cos omega t kita sama dengan S over S square tambah omega square. Okay kelas, boleh nampak tak dia punya pattern kat sini? Boleh faham tak semua orang?
Boleh.
Okay. So nampak tak dia punya tu, so either to use one or two. Okay, macam kalau soalan ni of course we will use nombor satu ke nombor dua? Equation two lah. Kalau equation one tadi you nampak kan, we have a constraint. You need to find the Laplace of sin omega t. Okay, nak tak nak kena refer table. Tapi if you using equation two, you don't even need to refer to any transform using the table. You can directly get the answer. So maknanya tengok soalan and find the appropriate equation. Sama ada nak guna equation one or equation two. Okay, basically kalau kita ada function yang trigo macam ni, normally kita akan guna equation 2 lah. Okay, sama juga dengan soalan B. So for B pun saya rasa now everybody can solve on your own. So B kita akan guna equation 1 ke equation 2 kelas agak-agak?
1.
2.
Okay,
Equation
equation 2 lah. Equation 1 nanti kan you tersekat dekat cos pula. Okay, you may try on your own ataupun nak buat sekejap ni pun boleh. Okay, Laplace of sin omega t ni pun sebenarnya basically benda yang sama je sebab sin ni kan dia terbalik dengan cos. Okay. So Laplace of sin omega t. Okay, so now we have ft. Let's do it quickly. Ft sin omega t. So f0, when t equals to 0, you get 0. F prime t differentiate sin, you get negative cos omega t, right? And f prime 0, yang ni f prime 0 dapat sama dengan berapa kelas? Masukkan t equals to 0 dalam omega cos omega t. Apa yang you dapat? Come on. Benda ni you kena ingat tau. You tersilap yang ni, habis hancur yang lain. Okay. T equals to cos 0, 0 ke?
1.
Cos 0 is 1 ya anak-anak. Okay, jangan tertukar. So cos 0 is 1. So 1 darab dengan omega. So f prime 0 is equals to omega. Yes. And f double prime t, differentiate one more time, omega cos omega t, akan dapat apa? Positif ke negatif?
Negatif.
Negatif omega square sin omega.
Negatif.
Yes. Okay, so kita dah tahu based on our experience in solve yang A tadi, this time we're going to use the second one directly. F double prime T, okay, or F double prime negative omega square sin omega T is equals to S square Laplace of Ft, which is sin omega T, minus with, kalau saya salah tolong betulkan ya, S of F0 ke F prime 0?
F0.
F0, right? Yes, F0 is 0 minus with F prime 0. So F prime 0 is omega. Okay, you see? So what we have here, we're going to have minus omega square Laplace of sin omega t. Okay, equals to S square Laplace of sin omega t minus omega. So daripada sini, as you can see, saya tukar lagi. So we have omega pergi ke sini. And then we have S square Laplace of sin omega t tambah dengan omega square Laplace of sin omega t. So there you go. We have now Laplace of sin omega t equals to omega over S square tambah omega square. Bila dah tahu cara, sangat cepat kan. Boleh faham dia punya steps tu. Alright. Okay, so maksudnya that's the pattern. Okay, on how, or that's the technique on how we solve, okay, find the Laplace transform using the derivative or differentiation of Laplace transform. Okay, and here we do have Laplace transform of the higher derivative. Higher derivative ni maksudnya untuk n tu derivative tu is more than 2. Maknanya third derivative ke fourth derivative ke, you may also apply this transform. Okay, kalau you tengok, okay, kalau you tengok dia punya pattern kat sini. Okay, LF prime sama dengan S S apa dia? Laplace of F prime is equals to S darab dengan Laplace of F darab minus with F0. If Laplace of F double prime, maknanya Laplace of F double prime ni macam mana kita buat untuk, we are actually following the Laplace of F prime. It's just that yang F prime ni kita darabkan the whole thing ni dengan S, and then kita tolak dengan F prime 0. Faham tak? Maknanya kat sini, kalaulah benda ni adalah LF triple prime, okay, yang ni akan jadi S power of berapa kelas? The first term ni? Yes, S power of 3. Okay, dia akan jadi S power of 3 Laplace of F. Okay, and then kat sini akan jadi S power of 2, correct. S power of 2 F0, and then minus with S F prime 0, and then minus with F double prime 0. Correct. Apa tu? Okay, and then Laplace of fourth pun sama je. Dia akan jadi power of 4, power of 3, power of 2, and then dia jadi S F prime 0, and then minus with F triple prime 0. So the pattern will continue. That's why it come out with this formula. Okay, Laplace of Fn equals to S to power of n. Okay, dia punya n ni akan sama. L of F. Okay, lepas tu tolak satu kuasa dia, nenek-nenek, sampailah S2, S power of 0 ataupun 1 je darab dengan F of n minus 1. Power reduced to 1 of 0. Okay, but for your level, we are just focused on power of 2 je lah. Don't worry. Okay, we just consider for your power of 2 sahaja. I mean, for the second derivative sahaja lah. Bukan power of 2 F square pula. No, it's second derivative. Alright, now and then untuk integration, okay, here is Laplace transform of integral, and ni dia punya formula dia. Okay, let Fs denote the transform of a function ft, which is piecewise continuous function, such like this. Okay, but tak tahu lah good news ke apa, tapi for your subject ni, for this course, I just nak tayang je kat you formula dia. Okay, I don't think it's for the coming chapters, kita tak guna sangat Laplace transform of bukan tak guna sangat, tak guna. Okay, Laplace transform of integral. So that's why untuk example yang menggunakan Laplace transform of integral ni, saya put it as optional. Okay, so maknanya I'm not going to discuss into details the step here because this is just you just perlu tahu on the surface je lah. Maknanya Laplace ni kita ada differentiation and also is integration juga. Okay, dia punya transform dia. But for your course, yang pentingnya hanyalah Laplace transform of differentiation sahaja. Integration kat sini ni dia jadi macam iklan je lah, selingan untuk you all tahu. Setakat macam tu je lah. But we are not going to apply in other coming chapters, and in fact soalan pun takkan ditanya lah untuk Laplace transform of integral. And kalau you perasan pun dalam chapter 3 ni ada lagi kan, sebelum ni pun saya letak example optional. So maknanya for you just need to know kehadiran dia je, but to understand details I do not force you because I'm also not discussing into details in dalam my lecture. Okay, because I don't find it is necessary untuk you find out further lah. Okay, it's better for you to strengthen your understanding of the topics yang kita cover for this chapter sahaja. Alright, so ada apa-apa soalan tak so far? Basically, kita dah habis dah for this subtopic. So, for our asynchronous class next week, saya akan discuss how to solve initial value problem for the ODE. Nampak tak? This is one example of ODE kan? Second order differential equation y double prime minus y equals to t ni adalah one example of the differential equation where we are supposed to find what is yt, right? Dia punya solution dia. So next week during asynchronous class saya akan discuss dengan you all on the steps to find the solution of the ODE using the Laplace transform. Kalau tengok ni there are 4 steps. Okay. So ni macam mana kita dapat yang ni sebenarnya from here how do we get transform to this is actually using the what we learn, the things that we learned just now. Okay, using the differentiation, the Laplace transform of differentiation. Okay, so that's why I said just now at the beginning of the class, make sure you really understand how to apply the differentiation of Laplace transform so that later in the coming subtopics, you are able to solve the problem. Okay, so that's the learning outcome for today. And then after that, we will do something to come here. And then if you can see here, from here to here, we make use of the inverse of Laplace transform. This part also you have learned in the previous subtopic. Okay. So according to my plan, maksudnya for our asynchronous class next week, recorded lecture, kita akan habis chapter 3. Habis dah. Okay, we are going to complete chapter 3, and then by completing this chapter 3, I will upload soalan assignment untuk chapter 3, assignment 1, chapter 3. Okay, before this you have submitted assignment 1 untuk chapter 1 and chapter 2 sahaja. So after this, I'm going to upload soalan untuk chapter 3. It's not much, it's only 25 mark, 2 soalan je untuk you completekan, and after that you should expect ada satu quiz lah untuk chapter 3 ni. Kita akan inform lah later bila. So next week, kalau ikut plannya masa Google Meet class next week, we're gonna start with chapter 4 dah lah. Alright, ada apa-apa soalan so far? Tak ada?
Tak
Okay, semua boleh faham hari ni?
Boleh.
So if no question, then that's it for today. Please take care everyone. Janganlah duk keluar-keluar, bahaya. Sangat muda pun sekarang boleh mati ni COVID ni. Okay, please stay safe. Okay, take care everyone. If any problem, if happen your family being affected ke apa-apa ke, please do let me know so that you are not able to submit any tugasan yang saya assign on time. Please do let me know, jangan buat senyap je. If you have any problem ke apa-apa pun, please let us know. Okay, this is already middle of the semester. The situation is getting more tense to some of you. So please jangan keep by yourself, duduk senyap, ni apa semua. Then by the end of the semester hilang. Sayanglah macam tu. Okay, we are here walaupun kita tak jumpa face physically, but we are here virtually. We'll try our best to help you. Alright, so any problem you may approach us, your lecturers or your mentor. Okay, you have your mentor, right? Your mentor tu macam ibu angkat, ayah angkat you all kat sini tau. Each of us, the lecturers are given students as our anak-anak, jadi amanah untuk make sure that you all masuk sini, you must graduate. Okay, so that is our tanggungjawab lah. So please don't try to approach your lecturers ataupun your mentor lah. Alright, so kalau tak ada apa-apa, then that's it lah for today, and hopefully everyone submitted dah classwork submission sebelum ni and you are fine with this chapter. Sebab saya risau sebab kita tak banyak kelas Google Meet kelas dalam sekali je face to face pun dengan suara je lah, tu pun few people. I'm not sure about the rest. And in fact, today there are only 35 including me. Okay, maknanya 33 orang je masuk kelas ni. Yang lain pergi hari raya lagi ke macam mana ni sebenarnya? Ramai tak datang ni. Okay, I have to have a look at dekat list of attendance dekat Google Meet tu. Find out siapa yang tak dapat hadir ni. Ramai tak hadir ni. Aisyah. Ni Aisyah dah sihat dah? Aisyah ni Esah kan? Aisyah. Aisyah ni Aisyah Dongon kan? Anis, Fatimah, Hakim, Iwin, Syamil, Afham, Afiq, Amil, Bukhari, Faizal, Firdaus, Hakimi, Irfan, Ikmal, Zuhairi, Nabil, Akilah, Fatni, Nuha, Zahira, Hazikah, Syahira, Diana, Kusai, Hajar, Rohani, Suhada. Saya nak stop recording dulu sekejap.